want to write. Hi writers and readers, I'm Christie Stratos, and today we're talking about whether or not you should take the time to research. You have such limited time during NaNoWriMo and you don't want to waste any of it, of course. So there are certain times when you should research and certain times when you shouldn't. And really there's only one instance I can think of, even in my experience when I've written nano novels, when I've written other stuff, there's only one time that you really need to research in the moment, and that's when your story actually depends on that research. So like, let's say, for example, your entire story, the core of your story depends on women in the 1920s wearing corsets. And that was not a thing, right? They were going out of fashion. So if your whole story is going to depend on something that depends on research, that's when you want to look it up, and that's worth it because it could debunk your entire idea, or you may have to change the time period, whatever it is, but that kind of thing is more worth it. Now, if you're just talking about a regular, did they use candlelight, did they use oil lamps, unless there's something so major that it impacts huge stretches of the book, it doesn't really matter right now. You could do a quick search, but that's it. You really shouldn't do that. But I will tell you one thing. What you should do is, instead of going and doing all this research, because you're going to need to look at a few different sites and books to make sure that your research is correct, what you should do instead is just highlight the things that you're not sure about. You could leave a comment if you want to, if you really want to. You're afraid you'll forget why you would have highlighted that. But at least for me, I don't really have to do that. I highlight anything I'm not sure about in my entire manuscript while I'm writing. I write a word that doesn't fit in, for example, the Victorian era, and I just highlight it, and I know that I need to look that up later. And then, the same exact thing goes for research. If I write candlelight and I'm really not sure if that's a thing then, or if they've moved on to gas lamps, I just highlight it, and then I know later when I'm editing it, after NaNoWriMo, not now, that you need to look that up. And it's so much easier, it's really fast, you don't have to interrupt your flow. Easy. So that's my suggestion to you. Leave your comments down below if you have any questions about whether or not you should bother. I know people get really into their research and they get excited because it's part of their story. You can learn more things that you can include in your book by doing research, but at the same time, now is not the time to lose an hour or even 20 minutes to research unless it's super urgent and really at the core of the story. So I really hope that helps you. Good luck.